The 4 players who had the best 2016, in my opinion, of course. Alright guys, Anderson talks today about 4 players who had a great year in football and in general had a great 2016. Of course I couldn't get every player on the list because there are a lot of players in the world that have had amazing 2016s. Without further ado, here is the list. Number 1, Antoine Griezmann. Say what you want about Antoine Griezmann, that he lost in 2 major finals, the Champions League against Real Madrid and the Euro against Portugal, against somebody who will later feature on this list. It was still an amazing year for the Frenchman, as last season he got 38 appearances in the league, so he played every game and he scored 22 goals. Healthy return. In the Champions League, he got 3 goals, helping Atletico get to the final, fending off some big boy teams along the way. Teams that include Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Benfica. There were some big boys in their way, but they fought them all off, and with the help of Griezmann as well as other players in the team, they got to the final. Same as France, Griezmann had 6 goals in the Euros, which was the highest of any player in that competition. And if it wasn't for Eder, you had that wonder strike, that screamer, who knows, Griezmann could have been European champion and a top goal scorer in a major competition. All in all, I would say it's been a very good year for Griezmann. He also came 3rd in the Ballon d'Or race and 2nd in the Best European Player award. Though he thinks it could have been so much better, let's not take away what an amazing year it was for him. Number 2, N'Golo Kante. Now let me know in the comments below, or just let me know in general, if you knew who N'Golo Kante was when he arrived at Leicester, because I didn't know who he was. I just saw small beanhead. Looking at him, he just looks like he has a lot of energy. He's a centre midfielder, and if he's French, I'm comparing him to classic French midfielders like Makelele, like a Matuidi, a player in that kind of mold. That's what I expected, but what surprised me is I didn't expect him to be as good as he is. He was, in my opinion, the most important player for Leicester last year when they surprised the world and shocked the world by winning the Premier League title. Because the amount of ground he covers in the game and the amount of interceptions that he gets across the season, it's phenomenal. And going into the start of this season, he was hot property because it was expected that a couple of players will leave Leicester City because of the glitz and glamour that other clubs can give to him. He was wanted by Real Madrid, he was wanted by Man United, but eventually he went to Chelsea, and you know why they're top of the league. It's because of N'Golo Kante. Sure, Costa scoring goals, sure, Hazard's back on form, but you remember last year, they basically had the same team and came 10th. But now with the addition of what is in my opinion the best ball winning midfielder in Europe, in the world, they look unstoppable. And if they win the league again this year, don't be surprised if it's because of N'Golo Kante again. He was also in the squad for Euro 2016, and even though they came short in the final, you know he played his part and you know he did his job. What an amazing year it was for N'Golo Kante. Number 3, Luis Suarez. Is it me, or is Luis Suarez slowly becoming more likable? Because you remember at his time at Liverpool, it was almost impossible to like him if you weren't a Liverpool fan, because of all the antics that he did on the pitch, the biting and the racism and all of that. It was really hard to like him, especially if you're Ghanaian as well, which I am. And even though we done us dirty in the 2010 World Cup, let me not get into it because I'll be here all day. We're talking about 2016. What's in the past is in the past, because Suarez had a great year with Barcelona. Now let me be clear when I say this. Suarez was performing like he was Barcelona's best player last year, even though he was in the presence of the greatest player that's ever played, Lionel Messi. Last year he got 59 goals in 53 appearances, which is insane in itself, especially putting into perspective that he was the first player in about 6 years that has won the Golden Boot award in Spain over Messi and over Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really good, accompanied with the fact that he won another league title with Barcelona, came down to the last day of the season last year, and has started brightly again this year, so far registering 12 and 15 in the league and registering 15 in 21 in total. He already proved a few years ago that he was the best striker in the world, in my opinion anyway, and he's only doing more to emphasize this claim. Great year for Luis Suarez and Barcelona in general. At number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo. It could only be one person who could have had the best 2016 that a footballer could have ever dreamed for. So not only did Cristiano did his normal stuff, you know, over 50 goals a season again, Real Madrid's leading top goal scorer again. He helped win the Undecima, the 11th Champions League for Real Madrid when they didn't even think they could get 10 a few years ago. And in what was, in my opinion, the greatest achievement in Cristiano Ronaldo's career, he won Portugal their first major international competition win. In the Euro 2016, they beat France in the finals. Eder scored his goal. It was all happy days if you were Portuguese. And nobody enjoyed it more than Cristiano Ronaldo, because in Portuguese football history, they've had Luis Figo, they've had Rui Costa, they've had really good players. And in what was a decade ago, remember in the Euro 2004, when it was in their house, they had their golden generation. Cristiano was even young, he was back there, he was playing, and they lost to Greece. You can see that in the hearts of Portuguese people, it burned them so bad. So Cristiano can see this as redemption for 2004, and he can use it to claim that he is Portugal's best ever export and the best player in European history. What a year for CR7. Once again, let me know in the comment section below what you think of this list. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. Have a happy new year and have a nice day.